Phishing 101. It seems to be a pretty big and hot topic with people that I'm speaking with of late. So let's go, Neil. I'm going to pass this over to you. What are the key benefits of phishing?
There are no benefits to phishing. Phishing is something that's attacking us, right? So, phishing is one of those things that is one of the biggest problems that we face in cybersecurity, and it's not going away anytime soon. Over like 90% of some really successful breaches involve some social engineering angle, and phishing is one of those. So a good 40% use actual phishing email, or they incorporate them in some way, because it's just a lot easier. It's one of those things where there's no real technical control that can stop somebody from clicking one of those emails. That if it scams them, they're just going to fall for it. So we need to solve this by helping young people and helping them understand what phishing emails are and help them identify them. So that's why what we do is we simulate that. We try and train people for it.
Maybe let's go back and have a look at how do you go about it. Like if someone goes, I want to put phishing into my business and do it as a monthly, weekly, or yearly, quarterly thing. Can you tell the guys a little bit about how we go about that?
So in our case, what we would do is you'd let us intentionally send phishing emails out to your employees and people like that, just to see at first to gauge just how susceptible they are. In our experience from doing this, anywhere from 20 to 60% of people fall for the first email we send, which is quite scary. And it depends largely on how tailored and specific we make the email to them. Because most attacks, right, they're just spray and pray approaches. They just send generic emails to everybody they can in the hopes that somebody picks up, right?
I have a bit of a question there.
Yeah.
So you said you're a little bit more tailored.
Yeah.
Can you continue on and explain how?
An attacker would do a lot of open source reconnaissance, like open source intelligence quotient, on your company, which is reading up everything they can, what your company is doing, who works there, what do they do, and then trying to craft a phishing email that caters to that. Because you're a lot more likely to click on something if it feels targeted towards you. If I know who the IT manager of your company is, then I can send you an email saying, hey, we're trialing a new system, I need you to log into your account and do this thing. Or more stressful, you can make it more stressful.
Yes.
Right? Just say, hey, you're locked out of your account, we saw some really suspicious stuff on that. We need you to click this, otherwise you're gonna lose your account. If you get that email from an IT person, you're gonna freak out.
Yes.
And that's where we get you, right? And so it's important to know to show people this is what's possible, right? And give people the knowledge of how to identify and how to handle these things.
So the style of email,
Yeah.
the domain.
Yeah, those are two big ones. It used to be that you could look for grammatical spelling mistakes, but now with ChatGPT and AI stuff, you can't really scan for that anymore. Anybody can write, an email in perfect English or any other language, regardless of who they are. So things are changing, things are evolving. But those are two big ones. Getting you to click something that somewhere else, it's also a little bit iffy. You click on it, you sign, and you get taken to the attacker's website. And that'll be a carbon copy of Microsoft login page, except all your credentials and everything just go to the attacker. And that's scary stuff. So that's why this kind of training is important, because there's no substitute for practice. If people know that these things exist and that they need to be on the lookout and aware, they're a lot more likely to know what's out there. And that's how we train people.
Sure.